Okay, welcome. Welcome back. Game number 2, Colorado State Championship Finals. Rough Riders take on Okanagan. Game 2, picked up by Chase, put into the zone on net already. Oak backhands it around to the far corner and then chipped in front. Starting line-off is Owen, Landon, and Chase up front. James and Bjorn on defense. Landon gets to the red line, dumps it on net, pulls into the far corner, and James pinches down. Owen tries to keep it alive, but it squirts out. Landon grabs it, hands it to Owen. Owen backhands it around to Kane. Kane back to Owen. Owen makes a move, shoots it up to Landon, just gets in front of him. Somebody has a drop stick. Owen's out there. Ryan comes out. Looks like Caden is out there as well. And just an update on player personnel. Owen Amhouse is out, suspended and appealing for the penalty that he took in the last game. And then also Lincoln is out, suspended for this game for the penalty that he took in the last game. So we're down those players. We're also down TJ, of course, and I think Colt is out as well with his shoulder, from what I understand. In net, we have Phillip. Centering pass, makes it through the crease and to the other side. Trudgeon tries to battle it. It flicks down behind our net. Picked up by Oak in the far corner, circled around. Kid cuts. Caden Moat circles around again. Nice job by Kane. Put him up on the boards. They get it at the point and send one through. Goes wide of the net. And we're skating it out. Trudgeon beats his guy. Trudgeon's looking for help. Nobody there. We're getting in a line change. Picked up by Oak and cycled around in the far corner. Nice hit by Jackson. There's another good hit by Jack Stewart. And a great step up by Bjorn. Get that puck out of the zone. So far, we spent more time down in their zone, so that's a good indicator. And looks like possibly icing is what it looks like is happening. So there's Phillip. Here's Lincoln and Owen watching. And then TJ's over there. Colt and Xander are in the penalty box. So we've got about a quarter of our team out. Two of them, thanks to their coaching, complaining because the refs had not called those calls, and then they were influenced by the Okanagan coaches to change their mind. So, little whiners. Even though they were ahead, they were still whining, so I guess that just shows. There's Fisher making a move to the net. Picked up by Oak and skated out of the zone. Pass up, picked up by Lars, then Oak grabs it. Picked up by Jack. Jack gets it out of the zone, and then nice job, Jack. And then he gets pushed down by number 12. Nice step up by Owen. Holding it up in front of the Oak bench, and they pull it out coming this way. They make a move to the outside in front of the Riders' bench. Centering pass, winds up on Landon skates. Skated around behind the net, held up at the bottom of the near circle. Then big outlet pass right to an Oak kid. I think the one that they were all jazzed up about getting a goal. His first goal of the year. Everybody was so excited about number 11 scoring. I thought it was the first time he was on the ice, but there's another icing by them. So far, back and forth, I don't have, nobody's doing shots up there. And I'm not able to connect the second camera, so sorry about that. We're going to have to do with one today. So thanks for joining me wherever you are. 13:34 left in the first period. Okanagan versus Riders. Shot by Jacob. Didn't get a whole lot on it, but it winds up behind the net. And Chase one times it back in front of the net. And we go on the board first. Who was that? Landon. Landon puts it in. Nice job, boys. Landon, Smitty goes through next. I don't know if he got the assist, but Riders go up by 1. Beautiful. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. So if we win today, we'll be in for a 3rd game tomorrow. And that's the goal, win today. Win to live and fight another day. So winning, you're in. Losing, you're done. That's an icing. Yeah, that ref saw that one, and this guy wasn't going to call it, so he pointed at this ref who finally had to make the call for icing. So Lannon gets on the board. Nice job. Face off down in the offensive zone of their goalie's right. 13-14 left in the first period. Riddick is out there, Ryan and Caden. Kane and Lars on defense. Big outlet pass. Shot. Don't know where that went, but looks like it got out of play. Face off in the defensive zone. Riddick will be taking it. Caden is near side. Lars backhands it over to Kane. Kane up off the glass and out. Picked up by their D. Caden is there. They take it and outlet it. Lars steps up on the man. Nice job pushing it into the zone. Forces them to back it out to the near side. Winds up on Ryan's stick, and then he takes a pretty good hit into the boards. They skate it out and dump it. Do get across the red line that time. Held up by, well, Phillip tried to hold it up, but, oh, there's a puck in front. Shot, and nice save by Phillip. Winds up on the near boards. Well, man in front, picked up by James. James skates it out. James comes to the near boards, makes a move. Nice. Oh, almost got around. Sam Gupta, number 88, and that would be offside there. Okay, face off right here in front of us on the near side. There's Jack Stewart out there up front. Looks like Jackson on the far side and Fisher's taking the face. Bjorn and Smitty are on defense. We've got to play physical today. We've got to bring it. They have everything to lose. Jack. I mean, by they, I mean Okanagan. Nice step up by Jacob. Jacob gets it out of the zone. Cycles it in front and all the way down. No icing. Jack puts some forward pressure on. They get it up and out. Puck is into our zone. Bjorn tries to close the door on him. Drops a stick. They center it around. Off to the far corner. Shot. And, oh, nice save. Kid was sitting right on the front door. Phillip makes a beautiful save on that. 11-25. They grab it in the near corner and then ice it. Waved. I don't know who it touched. Lars gets over there. Kid squirts around behind the net. Picked up by Owen. Owen floats it up. Landon grabs it. Landon makes a nice little move around somebody and then gets bodied off. They take the puck. And they got... Nice save. Oh, beautiful save by Phillip. Holy cow. And a rebound opportunity goes into the near corner, and he saved that one. That was a great save. There's nice job by James stepping up, taking the puck away. Good job, James. And then he gets it to Chase. Chase gloves it down, gets a breakaway attempt, gets ridden off. Good opportunity and good work by Chase. Jacob sends one in on net from the blue line. That would count as a shot. They skated up. They're offsides. We get a free out. Jacob passes it up to Riddick. Riddick, blue line, tries to make a move and gets harassed. Puck taken away. Still trying to get it back there behind the net. Caden gets a hold of it. Caden tries to make a move through. Trudgeon picks it up and shot. Nice shot right on net. Pad save by their goalie. Winds up on the far boards and then comes to the near corner. And Kane steps down to it. Ryan grabs it, and it just comes out of the zone. Caden picks it up, cycles back to our blue line, gives it up to Trudge, who touches it, and then they get it into our zone. Make a move to the middle. Kid's going to look to shoot, and still has it. Drops it off, and puck ridden up over the net. They have it behind the net in the near corner. Outlet it to the far side. Centering pass, drop it to the middle. Big shot blocked down in front, I think by their kid. Picked up by Caden. Caden outlets it, trying to hit Ryan. Ryan drops it off to Bjorn. Bjorn puts one on net, gloved into the goalie and held on for a whistle. Or gloved by the goalie. 9:20 left, and Riders are up by 1. Shots are 5-1 for us. There we go. I do have my trusty statistician, Jeff, here. I didn't see him for a minute. Fisher takes the draw, wins it back. Lars has it. Lars sends one in. Oh, gets deflected just wide right of the net. Fisher works the corner. Puck winds up behind the net with them. Jack steps down, takes a hit. Centering pass to try to hit Jackson right in front of the net. They go high up off the glass. It comes out, and now it's a 2-on-1 race in the other way. Bjorn picks it up nicely, moves it to the far corner, and then up off the boards to Jackson. Jackson gets it out of the zone, and it winds up on an Oak stick back into the Riders' defensive zone. Lars swings it around to the far corner, skates it up through, cuts to the center, gets across the red, dumps it deep, loses an edge, goes down, gets back up, goes for a change. And Fisher's right there, just fanned on a shot. Ooh, we're getting some good opportunities here. Offside. And Jackson's over there punching the kid around. He stand up in front of our bench, and you're gonna get worked. Awesome. Like to see it. I like to see the spunk. And there in the box are Colt and Xander, looking dapper. Face off here at center ice, taken by Owen Senya. Chase landing up front with him. James is in the back with Jacob Smith. Win back. James has it. James gets the red, dumps it deep. Behind the net into the far corner. Owen chases. They bring it up. Nice hit by Chase. Comes out of the zone. James dumps it in. We all clear. 8:17 remaining in the first period. They swing it around to the near boards, near hash marks. And Landon keeps it alive and then squirts away. Puck is still there. Off to Chase. Chase sends one. I don't know where that went off, but I think it was on net. Pretty sure it was. They get it out of the zone and they get back into ours. Make a move down. Squirted off to the right-hand side of the net and then kicked over into the far corner where Kane grabs it. Kane makes a move but gets his pocket picked. And Jacob gets it out of the zone, delayed offsides, squirts ahead, Chase dumps it in, and then we go for a full line change. Riddick comes out with Caden. I see Bjorn and Kane still out there, and Ryan. They send it bouncing off the boards right in front of the Riders' net, and Bjorn takes it away nicely. Forces them chase, kid loses an edge, makes him look foolish, and battle at the red line. Puck's in. They've got a little opportunity. Didn't get a shot off. Puck is behind the net. Bjorn grabs it. Bjorn up to Caden. Caden, far side. Brings a cross-ice pass. Nice pass over to Ryan. Ryan gets into the zone. Cuts to the middle. Goes wide to Caden. Caden sends one in. Tipped aside by their goalie into the far corner. Picked up by Oak and cycled out with a little pass to the near side boards through the red line. Off to Seamus Forspring, who James puts down, and then I'm going to follow that action because that's, look at him holding on. Look at him holding on to the fucking stick. God, these guys are trained to be cheap asses. Unreal. Penalty coming on 13, Seamus Forspring. Penalty, head to the box, holding. Oh, why do we have our box open? No, they're just getting a puck out. Lame. He was totally holding James's stick, and you saw it because I held the video on there. But of course, we're dealing with Oak. They run the place. Fisher takes the draw. Jackson's out there. Jacob, Jack Stewart, and Lars. Puck back. Jacob grabs it, backs it up. Jack was looking for that one to come up, and a kid stepped down in front of him from Oak. They swing it to the far boards, and down in the far corner, Jacob pins his guy up on the boards. And the puck kind of dribbles. We almost got it out. Big shot blocked down by Jackson. Nice job, Jackson. Jacob gets over there. Sorry, I'm a little far away. Up to the point. Walk across to the near point and out of the zone. Jack pokes it ahead. Fisher tries to, and then we get it barely into their zone. Jack with a nice battle. Fisher pushes through, offside. But we clear, and they get a free out. Lannon is out there now. Lannon putting some pressure on. Kid skates in. Makes a move to the outside. Little shot. That was kind of like a shot pass. There we go. 3-on-2. Owen goes. He's got Jack. Jack sends one. Glove saved by their goalie. Nice job. And there's going to be some more shit going on down there. This will happen a lot. Nice shot by Jack. That was on target. Goalie made a glove save, but it was a nice pass from Owen to Jack. Jack fires one off. So we got Chase, Lannon, Owen up front. James and Kane on defense. Chase is waiting for the win from Owen. And let's see it happen. Oh, not that time. They swing it to the far corner and up out of the zone. Kane tries to hit, centering pass is there. Shot gets deflected wide. Nice job by Owen to back check. Now he picks up the puck behind our net and makes a move around. Pokes it ahead, but they get a hold of it. And still have it in the far corner. Centering pass goes through the crease, winds up on the near board. Up and out. Caden trying to work it. Goes down. They send it off the near boards again. James is battling there. They swing it down low to the near corner, and the kid makes a move, trying to shoot. Phillip follows it. He's on his butt, loses a stick. Shot blocked by Chase, and puck. There's a whole bunch of shit going on down there. It'll continue to go on. Nice save, Phillip. What's up, man? People are coming out to see this game on a Saturday afternoon. Who winds up in the box matching? I think that was, not sure. And try to get a read on it. Looks like maybe Owen. Do I see? Could be Owen in the box. But it's matching. No, who is it? James? Might be James. Looks like James. He took off his helmet. I'll get a shot of him in a minute. So Lars puts it around. The kid picks it up in the far corner. Shot off the post and back of the net. They grab it. I don't know why we're set up for a PK, but it's 5-on-5. There we go. Bjorn with a nice hit. There, D pinches down to the far hash. They kick it back up and out of the, oh, not quite out, but there we go. There's an odd man rush, 3-on-1. Ryan got Riddick. Oh, just off his stick. And it turns the other way. Coming our way, 2-on-2. They go to the outside, back to the middle, picked up by Jacob Smith. Jacob skates it up and out. Jacob gets in, he's got Ryan, he's got Bjorn. Long shot, glove saved by their goalie. So I can't get a face shot there, but I'm pretty sure that's James, yeah. Fisher takes the draw on this one, 3:57 left in the first period. Drop back, win back by Oak. Come to the near side, and then up and out. Icing is waved. Phillip comes way out of the net. Jack gets it up and out. Nice job. Jackson's chasing. There's a broken stick blade in front, or out at center ice. They have it, top of the far circle. They bring it to the bottom of the far circle. Circle around, back of the net. Looking for a centering pass. He's going to shoot. Move to the backside, up and over the net. That was kind of lucky on our part. They had an open net. .3:15 remaining in the first period. Owen is out there with Lars, Landon, Chase, and Bjorn. Dropped, win back, nice job, nice win. Lars gets it around, Landon picks it up. Gets it out to Bjorn, goes off his stick, winds up on the boards, but he skates it into the zone. Up to Chase, Chase sends one through, glove saved by their goalie. Nice opportunity, and we're putting more shots up, so that's always a good thing. Sorry.
Good.
Getting a little chilly.
Yeah.
Just standing here. All right, Owen takes the draw again. Their center gets bounced. Owen wins that one back. Lars bounces it down to Landon. Landon one time tries to hit Owen, and they get it up and out. Winds up on Bjorn's stick, and they get it into our zone. Go wide side in front of the rider's bench. Pull up, top of the circle. Bring it near side boards. And kid shoots one off the post. There's a big shot. Up, puck is up in front. Bring it down. Landon up to Chase. Chase gets into the zone, and then he gets mauled. Oh, Riddick tried to interrupt that one. They pass it out. Get it across the line. Oh, nice hit. Oh, no call. No call on that. Are you out of your fucking mind? Wow. Unreal. Unreal. He had him around the neck, and there was no call on that. Please. Wow. There's a shot by Caden, winds up on the net. Stick saving in the near corner, bouncing puck. Caden tried to backhand it. They ice it. Unreal, there was no call on that. That is. James heads out of the box with the $1:41 left in the first period. (10-3). 11-3 are the shots. No, that's, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's real. 11-3 are the shots. Puck drop, picked up by Oak. Tap him back. No, this. Landon up the far boards, pulls up at the front of the Oak bench, then he comes out of the zone. He tries to get it, picked up by Jacob. Jacob sends it to the near corner. Chase, center pass! Owen was there for a one-timer. Puck is still loose in front, and there's an early whistle blown. Good passing. Good pressure on the net. Yeah, that was a really good look by Chase. All right. Trojan, Lauber, Height, Beeler, and Rivrud are out there throwing some last names at you. I know you always use first, so that's Ryan Riddick. Caden and James and Bjorn. Puck is cycled up and out into our zone and picked up by Bjorn behind the net, cycled it up. They keep it alive. Riddick almost puts him into the boards, into our bench. And he gets a penalty for that. Please. The little extra, I guess, after was what did it. They'll call that, but they won't call him collaring around the neck. Nice. Refs, I see how you are. So we're on the PK. 51 seconds left in the first period. Ryan's out there. Owen, Kane, maybe Bjorn on the far side. Yes. Win back by Oak. Far point over to the near side. Move it to the near hash. Up to the top. Shot goes through. Tipped up and off the back of the glass. Puck is on the side of the net. Bjorn is battling. Puck is still in the corner. Somebody gets dumped down. Nice job by Phillip to close the back door on that. They force it up to the blue line in the center. Walk it around. Walk down top of the near circle. Nice chip out by Owen. Good stick on that one. And almost comes out of the zone. Then nice job by Trudge to get a stick on that and send that pass up, that shot up over. There's a goal by and they had that back door open and just pinched it down, tied the game up. So we had the kill going pretty well for 45 seconds, and then they were able to put it back in. 4.0 seconds left in the period. Almost got out of that one with a lead. Jack Stewart's out there with Fisher and Jackson up front. Lars and Jacob on defense. Nice win by Fisher. Send it down, and that'll do it at the end of the period. So the end of the first, we're going to do an ice cut. Let's see if there's a lot of jawing back and forth like there was last time. Maybe. No. Good period by the Riders. So we were up on shots by a lot. Like 11-3 last time I heard. And the Riders are playing well physically. A lot of time in their zone, a lot of shots on net. One goal coming from Landon. I think Jacob got the assist. So hang out for a few, refresh your coffee or your beverage of choice, and join us back here in about 10 minutes. Okay, welcome back. Period number 2. Start of the second, 17 minutes. Riders tied 1-1 against Okanagan, game 2, state finals. Oak put it in with 4 seconds left to go. They were on a power play. So, looks like we're starting off with Landon, Owen, and Chase up front. James and Bjorn on defense. Face off at center ice. Draw taken by Owen. Puck is loose, picked up by Oak. Skated into the zone, cut to the middle. Kid's looking to make a move. Around back, dumps it off to the near circle. Owen almost got over there. They go wide side, through the middle, chipped into the near corner. And up and out of the zone. That's going to be on net, so their goalie holds that up. Chase puts some forward pressure on them. They cycle it around into the far corner. Thanks. Good back and forth passing by Owen and Chase. And picked up by Owen at center ice. Backhanded up to Landon. Landon tries to hit Chase. Jacob puts one on net. Saved by their goalie. Little rebound comes out straight out in front of the net. Kicked into the near corner. Winds up in the far corner. Little shot by... Then Caden is out there, and he tried to dump it off in the middle, but nobody was there. Kid makes a power move to the inside. Puck is picked up to their D. Shot. Kick save by Phillip. Off of his leg. Nice save by Phillip. Then Jacob grabs it in the near corner, and he gets it up and bounces through. Ryan is out there chasing it. Goes under Riddick's stick and into our zone. Kane forces his guy wide. They chip it up. It's on the far circle. Ryan swats it out of the zone. Oak gets it. Tries to dump it in. Caden pulls it to the near boards. Gets picked. Winds up in our defensive zone. Kid makes a move. Bottom of the circle. Riddick forces him around the backside. He still has the puck. Shot. Nice block by Jacob. Eats it. Ryan gets it up and out. That was a beautiful block by Jacob. There's a chip pass trying to hit Kane in the middle. Kane gets tied up. Caden comes in and gets run up into the boards. No call there, of course. And Fisher gets it to Riddick. Riddick behind the net. Gets it over the far corner. Bjorn pinches down to the far hash. They get it up and out. Winds up with Lars at the red line. And Phillip steps up. Nice job, Phillip. Puck comes out. Trying to hit Ryan coming across the middle. Caden puts a body on the kid. And as does Fisher. Ryan has it. Gets it into the offensive zone. Nice shot by Ryan. Good move to the inside from that far left side. Goalie saves it, but good pressure by Riders right now. Ice is definitely tilted in our favor again, as it was most of the first period until they tied it up in the last 5 seconds. Fisher takes this draw. Jackson's out there with Jack up front, and Bjorn and James on the back. Comes back to James. James gets batted out, tipped off up an Oak stick and into our bench, and held on to by, that's not Owen, that is a backup goalie from the 15s team. So we have to have 2 goalies available, and so our normal goalie is sitting up here with Lincoln, Owen, and we have a backup goalie down there on the bench. I don't know his name. Someone smarter than I would. Nice hit by Jackson. Good hit. Boy, that was his second big hit of the day. Kid is a wrecking ball. Pass up, picked up by James, out of the zone. Jackson grabs it. Jackson at the red line. Jackson dumps it in, just wide of the net, glove down by the goalie, and then dropped. They circle around on the near boards. That's Owen's head you just saw there. Puck comes up, not out. Picked up by Landon. Landon tries to get it through, and he gets ridden off, and then there's a big shoving mash afterwards. Offsides. Jack just doesn't hear it, I guess. And Owen gets it, comes across the red into the offensive zone, then gets bumped up into the boards. They take the puck. Weak outlet pass, doesn't make it out of the zone, but they skated up the far boards into the zone. Kid tries to make it through, takes one in the far post, takes the net off. 13-10. 1-1 is the score. I'm sure the shots are, I'm sure I'll get a shot count here soon. Jacob's out there. Owen, Lannon, Chase. Jacob and Chase gets the puck. Chase gets it, shoots it and scores! Chase puts the Riders up by 1. Nice shot. Beautiful shot over that blocker. I think Jacob may have gotten that assist again. Nice job. Beautiful shot by Chase. That release was super quick. Awesome, boys. Riders go back up. 17-6 are the shots. Thanks, Jeff. Riders 17, 6 for Okanagan. I also heard somebody saw the refs, and I don't know, I didn't see it with my own eyes, but I'd like to go back and see the tape. After Oak scores, the refs high-five themselves. So high-five between themselves. So I don't know if that's true or not, but if it is, it would be pretty revealing about why the calls are the way they are. There's a shot, just goes wide left and winds up in the far corner. Oak has it. They cycle it back, picked up by an Oak kid. Goes to the backside, send it to the far boards. Ryan gets over there and bats it up and out. Nice job, Ryan. Caden puts some pressure on. They backhand it to the near side boards, top of the near circle, up and through neutral ice, and they touch it into the zone. Phillip tries to swat it along, only makes it a little way into the far corner. Jacob pulls it up and out, pokes it ahead, and comes out of the zone. Ryan's there. Ryan almost had that one. It's in the far corner, winds up behind the net. Oak grabs it, skates it up through the near circle, and then outlet it for icing is waved. Why would you wave that icing? It did not touch anybody.
There was no touch.
Yep. Up to Caden. But it went Oak's way, that's why it was waved. Jack puts a body on him. Big outlet pass up here. Shot, misses the net. Jack grabs it in front of the Oak bench and then cycles it up off the pants. Jackson pulls it through, makes it through. Comes to the near boards, reverses a kid. Puck gets shaken loose. Jack pressures it. Everybody's playing great. Lars puts there we go. Nice job, Fisher. Fisher bodies and puts a body on Jackson with another big hit. Puck taken by James. Up off the glass, comes weird out of the zone. They have to wait for it to, and they go back in offside. Wait for it to clear. Look at this guy. Okay. Wine. Mm-hmm. Let's get the players. Oh, take the ref over and let's have the coaches whine to them. Big whiners. Owen Senya takes the draw here in front of us. Lannon Chase up front with them. Jacob Smith and Bjorn on defense. One back by Oak. They go far side, cycle it in off of Bjorn skates, picked up by Owen. Owen Senya skates it up, out, cuts to the outside, moves in front of the Riders bench, and that was just offside. Chase was trying to drag that foot, and he winds up on his knees, floating into the zone. So just a little bit offside. Face-off's gonna come at the near dot right here in front of us. Puck drop, win by Owen. Fanned once on an entry from Jacob, and then he gets it in, and then it comes back out. Picked up by Owen. Owen bounce passes it up to Chase. Winds back with Owen. Owen Moves off, drops it off to Bjorn. Bjorn moves it up to Jacob. Jacob up, flicks it backhand, trying to hit Landon. Now a battle on the boards right here in front of us. Grabbed by Owen. Ooh, nice little move, but then he loses it, and they back. There we go. Nice job by RD to close that. The ASU commit down. Number 17. There's a little reverse check. There is a breakaway by Chase. Oh, and it just goes wide. Hooking call looks like it's coming. Chase has it. Dances away. Winds up on their stick. And a hit after the play.
What the hell is that?
It's no call. That's what it is.
Textbook must be better.
Oh, don't worry. They won't call it. So hooking, I think, slashing.
It should have two.
Yeah, slashing on the original, but no call on the second one because these refs are paid for by Oak. 10:01, 10:02 left in the second. All right, Riders on the power play. Landon, Ryan, Owen, Chase, Riddick. Here we go, boys. This is it. We can get another one on the board here. Big whistle before the drop of the puck. Riders up by 1. Goals so far from Landon and Jake coming from Jacob, and then Chase likely coming from Jacob again. Puck is loose and then sent down the length of the ice, held up by Phillip, and dropped off behind the net. Landon's getting some pressure. Landon skates out with it. Go, Landon. Landon gets picked. Riddick tries to pull it down and bounces over the far side, and then they wing it the length of the ice again on net. Picked up this time by Chase behind the net. 9:38 remaining in the second period. Owen skates it out. He passes it up to Landon. Landon tries to backhand it to Riddick, and then they just poke it down and turn it over. Owen takes it away. Nice job. Battle in the corner. Winds up on Chase's stick. Chase moves it up to Landon. Landon back to Chase. Chase, top of the near circle. He floats down to the near hash. Dumps it off for Owen at the top. Back down to Landon. Centering pass. Oh! Ryan was right there, and it just went up over the net. Beautiful play and beautiful shot. Short angle shot by Ryan. Riddick has dropped his stick, and there, oh, good pick by Owen. 2-on-1, heading the other way. And another great play by Owen. Chase has it. Centering pass. Landon gets a stick on it, floats just wide left of the net. And looks like a penalty might be coming, or the net is off. I'm not sure which. Oh, on them. Look at Phillip was heading for the bench, so must be another penalty on them. Wow, 2 penalties in a row? Unbelievable.
This guy's a good guy.
He's a what?
Moore's dad. He's a nice guy.
Oh, is he? Who is it?
Moore's dad.
Oh, okay. So it looks like it was a matching there. Both the guys went to the box. So we're still on the power play. We've got 45 seconds left on the man advantage. And who went into the box? Who's in the box for us? Ryan went into the box. I didn't see what the call was, but it was matching because one of their kids went in there also. So it looks like, who took that draw? Caden. Caden back to, wins it back. Skated up by Bjorn. Bjorn has Jackson out there with him. Bjorn makes a move to the inside and then gets picked it up. And they outlet it up. There's a good hit by Caden. They pick it up. Ooh, puck was just off. Saved by Phillip. Picked up by Caden. 21 seconds remain. Jackson's out there. Lars is out supporting. Now Lars has the puck. Lars behind the net. Come on, guys, let's go. We have a man advantage. Why are we just waiting for it to expire? Okay. Oh, it's 4-on-4? Oh, it's 4-on-4. I see. I was just corrected. Oh, there's a penalty on us now. Oh, it wasn't matching. It was Ryan that got a penalty. It wasn't matching. Now they're on the power play, and we're on the PK. So we've got a minute left on the penalty kill. They come up to the near point and walk it in. Shot. Oh, that was a nice shot. Two to two is the score. Yeah, that was a hell of a shot. Oh, Lincoln saying it went off the side of his helmet. I did hear the snap of plastic, so not a lot you can do on that one. That was just good placement. All right, back up front, we got Landon. We have Owen at center and Chase up on the far side. James and Jacob Smith holding down the D. Puck drop, win. Jacob gets the red line and then tries to get it in, but it's battled at the blue line. Then Landon gloves it into the zone, centering pass picked up by Oak and skated out of the zone. Kid's making a move. Shot gets deflected in front. Winds up on the near boards. James is pushing him around, and Owen comes away with it. Owen tries to get it up to Chase. He gets his pocket picked, and they go back into the defensive zone. Centering pass. Nice block by, who was that? Owen, I think, blocked that one. It's in the far corner. Jacob. Ooh. 6:54 remaining in the second period. Puck comes up, not out. They have it. Ooh, good job by James. Jacob puts it to the far boards. Chase gets it to Landon. Landon. There's a little bit of a late hit, but they come right back into the defensive zone, and then they pop the bottle. I don't know where that one went, and I was a little far away. That one looks like it maybe went over the left shoulder. And Oak goes up by one. Sorry. I'll correct my score there. 3-2 Oak. So they get a couple in quick succession. Caden, Riddick, Ryan up front with Kane and Bjorn on defense. Puck is loose, picked up by Oak. Off to the near side. Sent back around in the near boards, and then Caden swats it up for icing. .618 remaining in the second. Oak up by one. Bjorn goes cross ice over to Kane. Kane bounces it up, just misses Ryan. They pick it up and touch. Oh, Kane with a hell of a hit. Nice job, Kane. Oh! Then Kane takes a high one. Of course, no call on that high hit to the head. And then a puck winds up on Phillip, and some punches are being thrown.
I think they called the penalty on him for icing Snow and Phillip.
Oh, seriously? All right, so that could have been a penalty for Snow and Phillip.
Possibly, that's what it looked like.
And then Ryan is in there. There should have been a penalty on that hit on Kane. A high hit to the head, but it looks instead like it's going to be a penalty on them. They're not opening our door. So we're going to be we'll be up a man, so we're going to be on the power play. It's 5:55 left. The only two kids we have in the box are dressed in suits. So, power play for the Riders. They should have two in the box because
Should be all the way
Kane
down.
was, yeah, and why? Look at them. They were trying to drop the puck in our zone when they got a penalty. Yep. Nice. Whereas it shouldn't be. It should be in their zone. They figured that out before they dropped the puck. All right, Ryan takes the face off. Owen is out there. Ryan gets removed. Riddick comes in. Landon, Chase, Owen, and Riddick are the five. Puck is being worked on the boards and then kicked off into the far corner, and then they grab it and ice it. But there's no icing, so it's going to set up with Phillip. Phillip will fling it around to the far boards, and it'll be grabbed by Chase. Chase gets it and sauces it up, intercepted by Oak, and then sent down in front. Kid gets a quick shot opportunity, and Phillip frickin' is shaking his head like, what the heck? Up to Landon. Landon gets it into the zone. Ryan takes it, drops it back. Landon up to Owen. Owen at the point. Back to Chase. Chase. Owen. Owen sends it through, looking for the back door. Tip from Landon, and then it comes out of the zone. A 2-on-1 coming the other way. Owen shuts the door down, picked up by Landon. Landon gets it up to Ryan. Ryan into the zone. Ryan has some space. Ryan. What? Okay. And Riddick gets taken down, and there is a breakaway. Nice job, Phillip. Beautiful save. Shot and another save. Why are we letting so many shots get on Phillip? But he is standing tall. Great job. All right, Jackson, look at this kid go. Fastest kid out there. Look at him fly. Holy crap. Damn, the kid is going fast. And then he reverses the kid. Jacob puts it down in the far corner. Picked up by Caden. Caden shoots one. Short angle shot. Saved by their goalie. Battle by Jack. Comes up and out of the zone. 15 seconds remaining on the man advantage. Jacob picks it up from Phillip behind our net. 8, 7, 6. Gets it across the line. 4. They step up. Grab the puck. Jacob puts it in. They're back to full strength. And Lars grabs it, sends it out of the zone. Fisher gets it. Fisher gets in, gets ridden off. They take the puck behind their net. Jack puts a nice body on. They skate up and around in front of the Riders' bench. Forward pass interrupted by Lars. He gets it back into the offensive zone. Jack Stewart chases it. They get it up. Fisher closes the door on it. And Jacob keeps it in. Jacob shoots one, and it just goes up. Oh, Ryan was there, but he couldn't draw it down. And they're off to the races. Kid comes to the near side, centering pass. Nice deflection by Kane. Gets that off the side of the net and winds up back up at the far point. Shot goes through to the far side. Kane gets it. Kane up off the glass, gets it around to James. In the far corner, they grab it. And looking for a centering pass, but James is there. Net looks like it might be off. Or something. I think the net might be off. Nope. Don't know why there was a whistle blown. Maybe Phillip had covered it. That's the only thing that I can tell. 19-13. So it's 19 shots for us, 13 for them. They're tightening it up a little bit, and of course they're up by 1 on the scoreboard. Shot goes through just wide of the net, and then Phillip is on his back. Whistle is blown. He's scrambling to get up and don't know what. Oh, he's yelling at this kid. Wow, you're actually yelling at an Oak player when you're paid by them? Unbelievable. You're for another penalty for Oak. 42 heads to the box. No penalty. Oh, no penalty. Interesting.
5-minute major.
Yeah, Yeah, and we get a 5-minute major and a game suspension for talking, but they get nothing, of course, because they're Oak. They're a top 10 team in their country. Landon into the zone. Landon shot. Saved by their goalie. No rebound. Holds on to it. Little bit of pushing after the whistle. They just get a stern talking to when they do anything. Just a stern talking to. No penalty. No suspension. It's the way it rolls with the Oak. Oak in charge. .245 remaining in the second period. Owen Senya at face. Puck drop, one back by Oak, up and out. James with a nice job of keeping it right in front of him, and then he sends it back deep. They backhand it up off the boards. Nice job by Landon with a good hit. They skate it into the defensive zone. Chase deflects it into the near corner. They send it around to the far side, up to the near point. Shot goes wide of the net. Winds up on the far boards. At the far hash, somebody dropped a stick. One of their kids, tap in, goal. Just had a kid on the back door. Come on, guys, we got to get it going here. Now's the time, 2:10 left. In the second period, Oak up by 2, 4-2 is the score. Riddick is going to be taking the draw. Caden is off to the near side, and Ryan is on the far side. Shot up and over the net. Ryan grabs it, sends it around to the near corner. Jacob gets there. Caden is supporting him. Jacob comes away with it, gets it up and out, and kid. Oh, Ryan's nice centering pass, but it's picked up by Oak. Batted down, picked up by Oak again. They go in front of their bench. Nice job by Jacob. Ryan has it. Ryan's got Caden. Ryan looking for some help. Ryan shoots one, just goes wide right of the net. Kane pinches down, gets it back to Ryan. Ryan at the blue line. Oh, he's got somebody on top of him. He gets a shot off anyway. It just goes a wide right a little bit. And they get it up and out. Drop it. Shot. Floats wide. Low angle shot. Phillips saves it. Winds up in the near circle. Riddick has it. Riddick, nice pass up to Ryan. Ryan gets across the blue. He's got Caden. He gets it back to Ryan. He gets a stick checked right at the last minute. Now they're rolling the other way. Into the zone. Cut wide. Nice pick by Bjorn. Turnover. Good pass by Caden up to Fisher. Fisher tries to send one. Jack Stewart gets picked down. Pulled down. And now he's mad. And he's battling over there. They bounce pass it up. James steps up into him. They wanted a call on that. Jackson's out there. Jackson turns it. They get it back down. Touch. And Phillip covers that one up with the glove. 24 seconds remaining in the period. Oak up by 2. Riders, I'm still sure, are up on shots. 20-16 are the shots, advantage Riders. So they got to put a couple more of those in to tie it up and then go ahead. Owen takes the draw in the near circle. Off to Phillips' right. Puck drop, back to Kane. Kane outlets it. Was looking for Chase on that far side. Winds up in the offensive zone on Owen's stick at center ice. Kicked back into the defensive zone. Lars hustles back to get it, picks it up at the far dot. Is getting harassed behind and then rubs off a hit. Lannon gets it up and it goes back into the defensive zone. And that will be the end of the period. Good effort by Riders. Keep the game tight. We're up on shots. Not a lot of John like last time at the end of the period. Looks like riders are waiting for them to go off first. So at the end of 2, riders are down by 2 of the score of 4-2. Goal from Landon and then a beautiful one by Chase. And then they got a couple of beauties as well. So the score at the end of 2 is 4-2. Join us back here in about 10 minutes. Watch your screen. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we go. Start of the third, which I will change. Start of the third. Riders down by 2. 4-2 is the score. Owen's taking this draw. Chase and Lannon up front with him. James Beeler and Bjorn on defense. Puck comes back into the offensive zone, and then they get it up and out. Phillip grabs it and sends it to the near boards. Picked up by Chase. Chase up to Landon. Landon tries to get it through, and we can't see anything, but comes off the end boards. Centering pass, trying to hit Owen. Bjorn gets over there. Bjorn floats it to Owen. Owen bangs it down to Landon. Landon trying to hit a cutting Bjorn, but it winds up back on Kane's stick, and then he gets the red line and sends it down deep. If we just put pucks on net, we can get some dirty goals here. We know we can do that. They go far side. Riddick picks it up. Nice job. Gets it up to Chase. Chase has it. Chase shoots one. Glove saved by their goalie. Holds on for no whistle. 16:59 left in the third period. Okay, Riddick, Ryan, and Caden up front. James and Kane on defense. Riddick wins it. Ryan has it, shoots one, doesn't make it through, but he gets dumped as he does. They skate it up through neutral ice, go wide. Penalty coming. Kid gets run into the... Caden looks like he's going to the box. Potentially. And some kid was John with him. Looks like we're going to be on the PK. Holding, maybe. Could have been a holding call. Anyway, we're down a man. Lars, Ryan, James, and Riddick. Riddick takes the draw. Puck is loose, underfoot. Pops out. James gets it. James gets it out of the zone. Taken by the Oak power play unit. Remember, this is the top 6 team in the country, the 2-goal differential, and I think we can beat them. They drop it. Move it up to the top, back to the top of the near circle. Cross to the blue line. Float in the center, off to the far circle. Back up to the center. Down in the near corner, touched up. Kid walks through. And puts it up and in over the right shoulder, or the left shoulder of Phillip. That was a nifty little move, and they go up by 3. So the score on Thursday night was 11-2 final, and now it's 5-2 at the start of the third. 15 minutes left in the third. Jack Stewart, Jackson, and Fisher are out there, along with Kane and Bjorn. Back to the D. Kane off the glass. Gets it to Jack. Jack tries to force it up. Jackson is there working it too. And it pops into the zone. Picked up by their D. And outletted. Fisher lost an edge back there. Phillip puts one through. Puck is right underneath Phillip. Wow, that was a little dangerous. Wow. He was behind in that. He sent it to the near corner and then got caught up. The puck started to head back over towards him, but he was able to cover it for a save. Owen takes a draw. shot blocked by Owen. Kicks it up to Landon. Landon gets it to Chase. Chase gets picked. Winds up with Kane. Kane up off the glass. Kane hits a kid. Owen backhands it over to Bjorn. Bjorn ducks through, gets it into the zone deep. They backhand it to the far corner. Owen puts good pressure on. They drop it off and skate through, dump it over to the near boards. Up to Owen. Owen leaves it for Lannon. Lannon gets across the blue line, avoids a check there, but loses the puck. Picked up by Oak, sent to the far corner, and batted up the boards. In front of the net, they skate out. Bjorn does a beautiful job on defense, gets that puck, and he takes it, and he gets back up. And Bjorn gets a shot off, just goes wide. Nice job, Bjorn. Takes the puck away, skates it in, gets a shot. He does it all. And there's a nice little stick check by Caden. Caden almost stole that puck away and had an opportunity. They bounce pass it up. Nice job by Riddick to turn it the other way. Another high hit. And that will be icing. Ryan's out there, Caden and Riddick up front, Lars and Jacob Smith on defense. Riddick will take the draw. Puck back, Ryan, back to Lars. Lars is battling. Puck is up in front, Riddick goes wide, and there's a good hit by Jacob. Puck comes back. Caden picks it up, circles to the corner. Kid just smashes his own face up into the boards. Big shot, winds up on the near boards, near hash. They send it down. Winds up on Ryan's stick and passes it up to Caden, and he moves it to the near boards. Picked up by Oak and sent to the far corner. Skated up and across the blue line in front of their bench. Ryan's putting some pressure on it. They dump it down. Philip tries to hold it up, and Fisher comes in. Kid, little backhand touches and too many, and what's happening here? There's a call, slashing on them. Whoa, really? Slashing. They haven't opened the door yet. Looks like we're going to the box. Ryan would be, I guess, is slashing on us. That's his third. Uh-oh. Ryan has one more penalty that he can give or take. One more, he's out. Puck drop, we're on the kill. Kane, hard up the boards, far point. There's a good job by Jackson to get it out. Way to go, Jackson. Forces it back. They have to reset in their own zone, in their defensive zone. They get it across the red line, go far side. Kid's looking to bring it in. Shot, nice save by Phillip. Was looking for that top corner, and Phillip pulls that one in. Beautiful save. We got 1:38 left on the kill. It's Owen out there with Jackson, Kane, and I think James is on the far side. Win back for Oak. Drop it off to the far circle, back up, almost out. Nope, stayed on. That didn't come out. That was on the blue line. It didn't cross out, but anyway, we'll take it. He's saying it did, but I saw it didn't. Owen wins it back. Kane hustles back into the near corner, and he skates behind the bench, and he tries to exit it, and what happened there? Tripping on them. I didn't see the penalty. Might have been off the face-off, okay. So back to 4-on-4, so that's good. And then we'll get about a 39-second power play opportunity at the end. So we'll take it. Lannon took the draw there. Oak gets it. Comes up to Caden Moat, who cuts and passes it over. Landon almost picks him up. Bjorn puts a body on him, and then Owen Senya recovers behind our net. Goes out the far side, then holds up. He comes out the near side, skates up, drops it, puts it right on Phillip. And Bjorn has to pick it up and comes out the near side. He backs it over to, boy. All right, guys, let's go. Come on, shake it off. Bjorn gets it again. We're just backtracking over to the far corner. Chase up to Landon. Landon finally gets it into the zone, drops it for Owen, and then they pick it up and head the other way for a breakaway. There's number 6. Can't let him have a breakaway. Moat gets that one. We get a release, so we're going to be on the power play, it looks like. Oh, Ryan has to go back into the box. Why does he have to go back in? Huh. Okay, I thought we would get the man advantage, but apparently not. Riddick takes the draw here at center ice with Jacob, and is that Caden out there? Yes. Win back. Lars steps up. Jacob backhands it into the offensive zone. And he pursues behind the net. Nice job by Jacob. They grab the puck and skate out the near boards. Up and out into shot. Save by Phillip. Nice save there, Phillip. Didn't let any rebound come out of that one. .10:36, 4-goal differential, 6-4 is the score. Ooh, they've knotted it up on shots. We're at 21 apiece. They've had one this period that went in, right? So Riddick takes the draw. One back and shot, floats up, glove down by Phillip. He drops it. And there's a late whistle, but he was trying to decide whether he should hold on to it or drop it, and then he dropped it, and then they put the whistle out. So Riddick is out there, Jackson is out there, Kane. Finally, we're now a man advantage for 39 seconds. Kane. Oh. Was looking for Caden to squirt forward on that one, and he didn't. James working the boards. Jackson kicks it back to Kane. Kane resets. Gets across the blue. He drops it over to James. James comes up and gets into the zone. James centering pass. Hits Caden. Caden drops it back, but out of the zone. Kane picks it up and circles around. Come on, guys. Come on. Let's go the other way. James goes up, comes across to Caden. Caden touches it up to Jackson, but it goes off of his skate, and then he tries to get it into the zone. Riddick comes to support him. Riddick back up to Kane. Kane forces it ahead, brings it back over to James. James looking for a shot. He gets one, and it's gloved down by their goalie and dropped. And off to the near side, skated out of the zone. Nice hit by, who was that? Fisher. Fisher put a nice hit. Bjorn picks it up, sends it up to Caden, and then he gets picked. Fisher takes the loose change, backhands it up, and trying to hit Jack, but there's a sandwich there. And I got to just watch this. James again tangled up. No whistle. Are you kidding me? And meanwhile, the play comes back into our zone. Offside. So I had to follow the real action out there, and that was James mixing it up again. Way to go, James. But The refs didn't see any penalty in any of that, especially the kid holding on to James. Face off right outside the Riders bench. Back. Lars up. Just missed Chase, and that goes down into Brycing. 8:51 left in the third. Oak up by 4 goals. 6-2 is the score. Riders 5 players down today. Owen Amhouse, our goalie. Lincoln. Colt. Xander. TJ. Out on the ice, we got Owen, Chase, Landon. Shot goes, gets batted down in front. There's a shot block. Ooh, nice save by Phillip. Glove that one in. Good job, Phillip. Man. Kane and Jacob come out. Same forward line out there, that being Owen, Chase, and Landon. 8:38 remaining in the third. Owen takes the draw and squirts out to Okanagan. Backdoor shot. Nice save by Phillip on a real low angle shot from close in on that back door. They're working the near boards. There's a good hit by Chase. And Owen gets it. Shovels it ahead, but they pick it up behind the net. Jacob comes in to support. One of their kids goes out. And the kid, yeah, that was too many men. Yeah, the other kid wasn't off the ice, and this kid picked it up right out of the box. Shot, oh, gets a shot away. There we go, it's Chase going for it. Chase gets picked. Senya, they grab the puck. Move it across. Down into the near corner. Centering pass. Oh, Phillip is on his stomach. There is shot, one-timer. Nice, beautiful save by Phillip. Coming across, closing the door on the near side. Good opportunity, but a better save by Phillip. Nicely done. He's going to get a tap for that one for sure. Yep. Riddick says, nice job, thank you. I'd swear the clock didn't move, 8:38. Maybe that's what I already said, but could be wrong. Third period, halfway through. Riddick will take the draw. Lars takes it, gets it up to Caden. Caden floats it up, glove down by Oak. Sent to the near side. Riddick tries to close the door on it. Lars steps down to close it, and that is just offside. Riddick was trying to clear. Face off right here in front of us. Clock did move that time. Now it's 8:24. Oh. Win by Riddick, but he sends it all the way back down to Phillip. And Bjorn comes out the other side, but loses that one and then has to tie his guy up onto the boards, and Riddick has to come in. Nice job, Riddick. Battle, and they come away with it. Sticked away by Phillip into the corner. They have it, and they bounce it up to the near point. Shot through. Loose puck in front, picked up by Ryan. Ryan skates it out. Ryan goes across the red, gets across the blue. Ryan looking to bottom of the circle and then loses the puck. They grab it and skate the other way, 2-on-2 coming into the zone. Kid makes a move, centering pass, picked up by Bjorn. Bjorn gets it across to Fisher. Fisher across the red line, drops it. And Bjorn takes it up, and then Fisher was just offside by a hair. Jack Stewart comes in. Fisher and Jackson are out there. Puck win back. James puts it into the far corner. Fisher tried to get that one, but they get it out. Kane, nice step, keeps it in the zone. They recover, move it to the near boards. Jack with a nice hit, and James sends it off the end boards, winds up in front of the net. Jackson was pursuing. Fisher, it's offside, so we got two guys deep, and they come out into the defensive zone, squirt through. James sweeps it aside into the far corner, and then he bangs it up the boards, up to the point. Point puts one on net, and Phillip holds that one for a whistle. We saw that one coming in from a long distance. Line change. Landon, Owen, and Chase are back out there. Looks like Jacob is out there with Lars at 6:48 left in the third. Owen takes the draw. Owen wins it. Jacob has it, skates it behind the net, and skates up. Bounce pass up to Chase, gets under his stick and into the zone. Icing is waved. Landon pressures. They take it and squirt it up to the near hash, bottom of the near circle, I mean. Still working it, and they get it up, and it jumps over Lars' stick, and he has to hustle on back. He's getting some pressure in the near corner. Battle on the boards. Lars doing a nice job. He's getting harassed, but Jacob comes in to support him. Puck is loose. Jacob grabs it. Jacob skates it up and out. Nicely done, boys. Jacob squirts through pressure. Jacob gets one off the post, and he had an open couple of inches on that left side of the net. Over Chase. One time, couldn't get it through. Chase has it at the hash. Down to Owen. Owen works the far corner. Owen looking for help. It hits. His cross-ice pass hits, but he picks it back up. It hits a player, and now nice defense by Bjorn. Caden back to Bjorn. Bjorn floats it up, looking for Chase, but Chase has to go off. Their D comes down. Caden puts a body on him. James flicks it out of the zone. It's at center ice. Picked up by their. They bring it to the near boards. Get it into the zone, and nice defensive play by Bjorn. Wow, that was acrobatic. They get it at the point. Bjorn's playing great D. And then Ryan puts a big hit on him. It's getting physical again out there. They come and float that one, I think, 5-hole. So that was a little backdoor action. And they go up by 5. 7-2 is the score. 5 minutes and 1 second left. So, as long as we keep it under 9, which we'll be able to do for sure. 9 was the differential last time. Looks like their number 17's heading to the box, probably for maybe running his mouth. Why don't you just throw him out if he said something and give him a 3-game suspension? Kick him out. If he said something, kick him out. That's what happens in these games, right? That's what happened to us. Throw him off the ice. Off the ice. They get another one in the box. Maybe a 2 and 10. Nope, he comes back out, looks like. Who knows? Do the refs even know what they're doing? Highly doubtful at this point. So we get a kid thrown out off the ice and multi-game suspension for talking, and they just get a 2-minute penalty. There you go. Makes sense to me. Picked up by Ryan. Ryan back to Chase to Owen. It's our power play line. Ryan is out there with Landon. Landon has it. Landon moves it through. Bounce pass off the pads and then up off. Ooh, nice glove by Riddick. Gets it back to Riddick. Shoots it off the side of the net. Back to Riddick. Bottom of the near circle. Way across the ice over to Chase. Chase to Riddick. Riddick one time. Puck almost got in. It just went a little high and right. Back around to Ryan. Ryan looking for a low angle shot. Ryan dances it back out to Owen. Owen at the top. Moves it across to Chase. Chase far circle. Back up to Owen. Owen to Chase. Chase to Riddick. Riddick leaves it for Owen. Owen comes in. Centering pass. Puck loose in front. Comes up. Kept in by Riddick. Riddick backhands it down to. Comes out of the zone. Picked up by Ryan. Ryan moves it over to Chase. Chase to Ryan. Ryan cuts through. And they get it up and out. 56 seconds remaining. Lars gets back to recover that one, and a line change for the Riders. Lars is holding on. Come on, let's go. I think we waste too much time just standing there, setting it up. When we have a man advantage, we can't let seconds go. Ooh, Bjorn. Centering pass. Jackson, shot, save. Comes up. Lars keeps it alive. Lars gets a stick. Deflected, comes out of the zone. Bjorn has it, gets it over to Lars. Lars pulls it off his skates, backs it around to Jackson. Jackson gets it to, this kid is harassing 3 of our guys. Lars skates it up the near boards and he passes it across to Jackson. Jackson gets those feet going fast, gets across the blue and to the top of the circle. Puck is picked up by them. They get a guy out. They're back to full strength at just under 3 minutes, 2:57 left in the game. Seven to 2 is the score. We need another one here. We need to get one more and then 6 more. Puck is in the zone. Kane pinches down, close it. Jack Stewart's there, keeps it alive. Nice job, Jack. It's still there, it comes out. Jacob Smith has it, and then he puts it in on net. Glove down, dropped off by the goalie. Ryan tried to get there. They cycle it up off the glass, and it's a 2-on-1, but it winds up. No icing is called. They're looking for a wraparound, but Phillip is there to close the door on that. He saw that one coming from a mile away, and he just shut it down and gloved in. But they said no drinking in here, but there's plenty of drinking. But they did say there would be security, so they brought some cops in. Pretty good crowd for a Saturday afternoon. Owen Senya takes the draw on the near circle in the defensive zone. Puck drop back to the point. Shot blocked down by Owen. Owen flicks it up to Chase. Chase has a breakaway. Chad gets deflected. Picked up by them. Skated out of the zone. Nice opportunity, Chase. Good work. Oh, good defensive work by Bjorn. Puck comes up. Here goes Chase again. Chase looking for help this time. He cuts to the middle. Shot. Pad saved by their goalie. 1:58 remaining. Back up to James. James sends one through. Batted down and almost backhanded in by Caden. Good opportunity. Good job. Good awareness by Caden. We're at 1:46. Looks like the pace is slowing down. They're just dragging it. We get a full line change. Well, actually, James is still out there. They drop it. Bjorn flicks it out of the zone. Ryan goes off hustling after it. Jackson has it. Backhand across the crease, far boards. Fisher puts some pressure on him. Nice job. Fisher's not slowing down. Nice hit by Lars. Picked up. Let's see. Fisher still tangled up, but the action is happening down in the corner. Almost 1 minute remaining in the game, and looks like the Riders are going to be, unfortunately, losing the series. It's a 3-game series. Jackson gets in, still hustling. Oh, good job by Ryan. Up to Fisher. Fisher sends one. Nice shot. Oh, save. 50 seconds left in the game. Fisher still pursuing, trying to take the puck away. Had a beautiful shot. Oh! And there's a goal by Fisher. Fisher created it, and there was a cross-ice pass. We get our third one, breaking the 2-goal spell. I think Fisher got that one, or maybe it was sent by their defense across the crease, but I am not sure who's going to get credit for that, but I give it to Fisher. And that winds up off a skate in the back of the net. Nice hit by Lars. They kick it back down. 35 seconds remaining in the game. 3, Jack, nice hit. Puck is flicked up and out, and now it's a foot race. Lars. Centering pass, puck loose in front. Brought over to the far corner, 19 seconds left. Owen is trying to get it. It's flicked up to the point. Ooh, Jack was running at him. Jacob has it. Jacob makes a move, gets it up. Hits an Oak player, 6, 5, 4, 3. Okay, this is going to be gross. 2, 1. No thanks, we're not watching that. Good play by the Riders. Played a solid game. Came out short. 7-3 final score. And we dropped the series to Okanagan, the number 6 team in the country. All right, so at the end of the game, final score, Oak 7, Rough Riders 3. And goals came from Landon and Chase and probably Fisher at the end. So thanks for watching. We've got another tournament coming up here in a couple weeks. We're going to be heading to New Jersey. So there's a presentation here, but we're going to be dropping off. And thank you for watching. Thanks for your support of the Riders. As always, go Riders.